Emptiness. A feeling we are all familiar with. It could be the shells of what we once were, opening the computer each morning to do what we once loved from home. But how did we get here? How do we escape? How do we become whole again? Pinkerton Academy. At first glance, normal school. Under the surface, it feels anything but normal. Do you feel like we've returned completely to normal from COVID?
I don't think things have gotten back to the old normal that we all knew, but things are going and becoming more of their own new normal, and it's not going to go back to anything like old normal for a little while.
No, I think that there's definitely, for better or worse, there's definitely things that we're going to take with us, such as like how close we stand next to each other. So some of that I think is good. It's just, healthy habits for cleaning and hygiene and washing your hands. But then also some of that I'm concerned, it's having that one-on-one conversation and interaction that I'm hoping that we go back towards, and just realizing what we have, realizing that time away and how special that is to have those connections here in school and having that community.
Although we aren't completely back to normal, the way our lives have changed to get to this point have given us a new sense of normalcy. These changes, however, were a bit of a journey for many. How was the transition back to school for you?
So going back into, I'm going to take that two ways. We came back last year in a hybrid model. So that was another challenge, because before, when it was all remote, everything was the same for all students. Coming back last year was a struggle because we came back in the hybrid model, as you remember, with two different cohorts. So I still was maintaining skills based for the students that were in person, and continuing with remote options for the students that were at home. Where it got better is the second semester of last year, when the students they had the opportunity to come fully in person, and that's when we started transitioning back into normalcy.
The transition left many people stuck at home intermittently and indefinitely. Because of this, many people found new ways to spend their time. How did your use of free time change when you were stuck at home?
A lot of gaming. I played online with friends. My parents didn't particularly like it, but yeah, it's mainly what got me through.
Would you say that's what kind of kept you in touch with your friends during COVID?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've gained a lot of friends just from being online, but I kept in contact with a lot of people.
It became a challenge to try not to get caught up into the things going on at home. So I have a dog, I have laundry, I have cleaning, I have children that are older, but I still had other distractions at home that I would have never had when I was in school. So managing that, sort of balancing what my household life was happening around me with what I needed to do for the classroom. And in terms of just what I did with my family, we just did, I think, what a lot of people did. We played a lot of board games. We did a lot of puzzles. We watched a lot of TV. We, especially in those first early days, we just found ways to keep ourselves occupied while not going stir crazy.
One of the major aspects of this is that no one was expecting it, and no one could have known what to do when it happened. I mean, how do you prepare for something as life-changing as this? Regardless of the trials, hardships, and pains caused by COVID and remote learning, people have found a way to adapt, have fun, and return to normal life. But nobody did it alone. We were always looking out to help each other, not letting it destroy what we once had.